Imagine a city that stretches for 170 kilometers in a perfectly straight line, a $1 trillion miracle encased in mirrors, rising from the desert like a monument to the future. No cars, no streets, zero carbon emissions, the crown jewel of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030. It was supposed to be the blueprint for human civilization, but as we stand in 2026, the dream is dying. The mirrors are reflecting nothing but a graveyard of billions, while the grand 170-kilometer vision has been quietly slashed to a pathetic 2.4 kilometers. What the Saudi kingdom calls progress, experts are calling the most expensive mistake in human history. Today, we're peeling back the glass to see the blood, the debt, and the staggering engineering failures that are burying the line in the sand. Chapter 1. The Ego of an Empire. To understand NEOM, you have to understand the man behind it, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, or MBS. For decades, Saudi Arabia has lived and breathed oil. But MBS knows that the oil clock is ticking. His solution was NEOM, a semi-autonomous state with its own laws, located in the Tabuk province. It was designed to attract the world's elite, the tech giants, and the innovators. But there was a problem from day one. MBS isn't an engineer. He's a ruler with limitless wealth. He demanded things that defied logic. He wanted an artificial moon. He wanted glowing sand. He wanted flying taxis in a region where the wind alone would blow them off course. NEOM wasn't built on a foundation of physics. It was built on the ego of a man who believed that enough money could rewrite the laws of nature. Chapter 2. The Financial Black Hole. Let's talk about the money, because this is where the math stops making sense. While the public was told NEOM would cost $500 billion, internal documents leaked in 2025 revealed a terrifying reality. The true cost of completing the line alone was spiraling toward $8 trillion. To put that in perspective, that is more than the entire GDP of Germany and the United Kingdom combined. Saudi Arabia, despite its oil wealth, simply doesn't have the liquid cash to finish it. The kingdom has been forced to take out massive loans and scale back projects across the country just to keep the lights on in NEOM. Investors are fleeing, and for the first time, the Saudi Public Investment Fund is looking at an empty desert and realizing they are betting the entire nation's future on a project that might never be finished. Chapter 3. Built on Blood. But the true cost isn't just measured in dollars, it's measured in lives. While the PR teams show you glossy renderings of a green paradise, the reality on the ground is a human rights catastrophe. Over 21,000 migrant workers from India, Nepal, and Bangladesh have reportedly died since Vision 2030 began. That is 8 deaths every single day for 8 years straight. These workers are trapped in the kafala system, a form of modern slavery, where their passports are seized and they are forced to work 12-hour shifts in 50-degree heat. And then there is the Al-Huwaitat tribe. These are the people who actually lived there. They were forcibly evicted to make room for the mirrors. When Abdul Rahim Al-Huwaiti refused to leave his ancestral home, he was killed by security forces. Today, 3 other tribe members face the death penalty just for posting videos protesting their displacement. In NEOM, the future belongs to the rich, and it is built on the graves of the poor. Chapter 4. The 2.4-kilometer reality and conclusion. As of 2026, the grand 170-kilometer line has officially imploded. Recent satellite imagery and internal reports confirm the nightmare. Construction has been halted for almost the entire length of the project. What was supposed to be a continental revolution is now a tiny 2.4-kilometer stretch of glass in the middle of nowhere. It's no longer a city. It's a monument to overpromise and underdelivery. NEOM teaches us a brutal lesson. You can buy the world's best architects, you can buy the most expensive PR firms, and you can buy the silence of the media. But you cannot buy a soul for a city, and you cannot build a utopia on a foundation of fear and blood. The line hasn't just been cut short, it has been exposed as a trillion-dollar mirage, a dream that was too big to build and too expensive to ever truly work. In the end, NEOM was never really about urban planning. It was about the ultimate human delusion, the belief that with enough money, we can escape the consequences of our own reality. The mirrors are still there, standing in the silence of the desert, not as a gateway to the future, but as a reflection of a kingdom's pride. If you found this deep dive into the cost of ambition valuable, consider joining our circle by subscribing. We're building a library of the world's most expensive failures and greatest power shifts, and we'd be honored to have you with us for the next one. Until then, watch the sand. It's the only thing that's truly permanent.